We say goodbye to Kagbeni and we're on our way. We haven't got to go uphill or downhill today, it's all flat, but we've got to cover about 16, 17k and our legs are dead. It's all good, we had a nice breakfast. Got our laundry done. Had a hot shower this morning and a full fresh set of clothes, absolute luxury. So this is a real test of endurance now. We've had the taste of victory from the past. We've gone through the cold, we've gone through the hardships, all the challenges that we anticipated, and now it's just days of marching, covering distance, and we're absolutely exhausted, man. Even the guide and the porter, calf muscles killing. Woke up this morning stiff as a board. So it's all about endurance now. We've probably got about 100 kilometres to cover to get to Pokhara, which is a fair old distance. Very dangerous country. I was thinking the other night, I think in terms of percentages, I reckon the most people die here. Whether it's avalanches, altitude sickness, landslides, rhino attacks, crocodiles, there's just so many things that can get you here, and I reckon a lot of people come to Nepal and don't go home. But it's also probably the most beautiful country in the world as well, so take the rough with the smooth. Beck trying to find a shortcut. The porter goes off on the maddest little journeys. He finds shortcuts, like, where's he gone? And then he's like 3 miles ahead down the road. He went on a well dangerous mission yesterday. When we turned back, when I said it was a dead end, it wasn't a dead end for him, mate. I don't know how he survived. Tough as an old boot, that young man. He's only, how old's Beck? 22, 23? How old? 23. Fearless, tough, good man. He's got about 25 kilos on his back. Thank God we're not going down that one. We thought we were for a minute. Out of all the ones we've been down, that one looks like it's in the worst state of repair. Some of them have got boards missing and all sorts. It's not a short one either. Yeah. Thank God we're not going down that one, mate. Just not in the mood for that now. Namaste. Namaste. Oh, look at the little baby ones. About 2 hours in, passing through the town of Jomsom. Just registering at the checkpoint. Gorgeous day, nice walk.
Are you ready, Jack?
Ready,
Okay, let's go. Jomsom.
off we go. Checkpoint complete. Might have a quick cup of tea because we've got another 2 hours until lunch. A beautiful little town again. Nice. I love all the little hand-painted signs. So cool. Almost every shop's got one.
Like this?
Yeah, that's it. Pulsar 220.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like घोरे पोखरा
Everywhere I've been in Nepal so far, I've seen a lot of heavy plant machinery all over the place. Absolutely essential. So many landslides, stuff washing away, constantly needs maintenance. There's just diggers, dumpers, steamrollers all over the place. Staple of the country. I mean, look at this. Constantly rebuilding the roads, keeping the networks going, keeping the electric going. Harsh landscape. Mother Nature constantly fighting against it out here. Some sort of army base with a hand-painted camo watchtower. I'm getting some funny looks in this hat, I tell you. Breaking down barriers in society, mate. Tea time.
खाना एकदम लाइभ है और या अब छैसे हर जंगला मार्फा खाँदैन खाना भइहाल्छ नि बग्ला हैन हुन्छ के गर्नु
Tea break over, 2 hours till lunch, on we go. We're starting to get into famous apple growing region of Nepal. There's apples everywhere now and they're absolutely banging as well. Every day brings a new challenge. It's just got extremely windy and dusty, like really bad. It's becoming twice as difficult to walk into this headwind. The dust's going up my eyes, in my nose, or up my nose, in my eyes, should I say. And every time a car goes past, you just get a cloud of dust in your face. Absolutely brutal. We were warned about this last night. It just grinds you down. The harsh beauty of Nepal. Incredible country. Not to be messed with. A force to be reckoned with, this place, I tell you. We've arrived at Marpha, not exactly sure what it's called. Heading up to the monastery. And there's a sign at the bottom that says beautiful views at the top, so we shall see. Another lovely little town. Look at that. That's what you think of when you think of Nepal. Oh yeah, that's what Marpha. We've been descending so fast the last couple of days, you forget we're still at altitude. How much altitude? Still about 3,000 meters? 2,500 meters. I've got a little breathless coming up them stairs. Stunning place. So this is a Buddhist monastery and it has ties to the Gurung caste, of which is my guide here, Aaron, he's Gurung. So this is a special place for him. And this temple's 400 years old, and the paintings look really old as well. Very, very intricate craftsmanship. Very well preserved. Just everything, like so much detail on everything. All carved by hand. So I'm guessing the whole town is centred around the monastery, and it's all of a similar age. I don't know if you can see right up there, perched in the cliff, is the old monastery with supports and stilts holding up, hanging on by a thread. I would not want to go up there. But they always have the best views, man, these monasteries. People still living in these houses just the same as 400 years ago.
This is a place.
No visitors allowed.
Sorry.
I'm assuming all these logs are drying in the sun, ready to be burned. It seems to be a common thing. It's quite mad. A lot of the tea and the food that you eat is cooked over firewood. As well as the gas bottles. Very, very traditional style, traditional living. I'll get a closer look at that monastery up there now.
Very traditional village, yeah?
Yeah. It's just a million miles away from what I grew up with. That's why it's just so interesting to walk around these places for me. Imagine growing up here. Making our way up to that viewpoint up there. I don't know if I'm regretting my decision. I just asked if we could go, but there's a lot of steps and my legs are dead. I'm only going to be here once. I can rest next week. Trying to find a way. We're going Sherpa style in the flip-flops. This looks like the way. Well, I've actually got a visible calf muscle now for the first time in my life after all these steps, which I'm quite pleased about. It's windy up here. Hold on to your hats. Jesus Christ. Don't even know if you can hear me. Alright, I think that's about it. I'm not going up there, I'll get blown off. It's a beautiful view, but Jesus, if you jumped up in the air, I think you'd get blown off the edge, mate. Savage. Yeah, it's too much, we're going back down. Yeah! Whee! That's actually a little bit dangerous, I think, standing up there. Get blown off, and not in a good way. Jesus Christ. They did warn us it was going to be windy in this town. It's the dust as well. Oh well, we went up there. Beautiful. I love the misty haze that you often get in Nepal. I've got a feeling it might just be smoke pollution, to be fair, but it does look quite spiritual. You can probably hardly hear me. I hope this comes out all right. Fair play for them two for coming up with me. I don't think they wanted to. I absolutely love this country. My mind's racing this afternoon about living here. I've been looking into property ownership, how to do it. I've really fallen in love with this place. Falling out of love with Thailand, I hate to say it. And in love with Nepal. It's just so rugged and real. It's not trying to be anything, it is what it is. My favourite country at the moment, for sure. And I love that it's a little bit dangerous as well. Appeals to me. Come back down. Guides have gone back to the hotel. Everyone's knackered. But I want to have a little walk around because oof, This region is famous for apples. So I want to find myself some apples. They've got apple juice, apple brandy, dried apple, apple everything. Now as an Englishman, I always thought apples were English, but they're not. They originated in Kazakhstan and they were first cultivated properly in Nepal. And they've got some of the best apples in the world here. They export them to India, they export them all around the world. So I'm going to go and try and get my hands on some. Here's the apple brandy, look. It's 42%, so they ain't messing around. I might have to get a little bottle to take home. But for now, some nice fresh apples will go down a treat. See what we can find. Some more brandy. It's like the speciality of this town. Just see brandy everywhere, it's calling my name. I could just go and sit on a step somewhere and get wasted. I had my first beer the other night when we came back down from the pass, down to about 4,000. And I don't know if you know, but when you drink alcohol at altitude, it like has 2, 3, 4 times the effect, depending on how high you are. So I had 1 pint and it felt like I'd had about 3. It was lovely, you get your money's worth. More brandy. I'm not seeing any fresh apples. There's got to be some somewhere. What are they making the brandy out of? Namaste. I know every country I go to I say, oh, these are the friendliest people in the world, but the Nepalis really are something special. Make you feel at home. And apparently in Hinduism they say that visitors are gods in disguise. So as a visitor you really do get treated like a god. Which is quite amazing. There's just so many little alleyways that invite you to go down. Right, are these apple trees? Is that an orchard? I'm not going home until I found a fresh apple, man. That's an orchard, isn't it? Where be the apples? Oh, I've reached the edge of town and I can't find any. Maybe they're out of season. They've got dried ones. Everything you could think of made out of apple except for fresh apples. Dried apples, apple brandy, apple wine. I've seen apple juice. I might have to settle for a fresh apple juice. Let's go back and have a look. Oi, oi. My guide's just come out and found me, wandering the streets, and he's found the apples for me, mate. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yes. Apples acquired, so it's off season. They're not growing, there's only a few growing, so they're expensive. We just paid about £3, £3 or £4 English for 2 kilos, so it's quite expensive. So you can get the juice, you can get the brandy, but the apples are few and far between at the moment, so we paid a premium. Sweet, crunchy, tastes exactly like the best English apple you've ever had. Marpha,
Yeah, Marpha.
the village of the apple orchard. Beautiful.